Hi and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be talking about a bunch of products that are new to me. Some of them are newer than others. I have received a good amount of PR, products that I actually have really been enjoying and loving, and I've been really anxious to talk to you about them. So I'm going to be talking about these PR products that I have received at the beginning of the video, and then I'm going to move into some products that I purchased during the Credo sale. They had a sale recently, 20% off. As well as Beauty Heroes, they had a 20% off sale as well. So I did pick up some items from those sales, and I will talk to you about those at the end of the video. So if you're curious about the PR, do stay tuned. I'm gonna jump into those right away, but if you wanna jump over to the Credo or the Beauty Heroes products that I got, you will see the timestamps below to make that easy for you to find. So let's go ahead and jump into the first brand that I want to talk about, and that is Red Flower. Red Flower has been around for a long time. I want to say probably over 25 years. They're one of the first sort of like green beauty, clean beauty brands that I dove into way back in the day. They have sent me PR in the past, and they reached out to me again to see if I wanted to receive a few more items, and I said certainly, because I do really love Red Flower. They do make one of my favorite all-natural perfumes, and that is Guaiac. I have reviewed that in the past. I think actually in my most recent perfume video, I did talk about that perfume, so I will link that up above. But anyway, let's start talking about the products that they sent me recently. They sent me their Jasmine candle, and this has flower buds at the top, which I think is a really lovely touch. Now, I have not opened it yet because I have a few more candles that I am getting through, but I can tell you that the smell of jasmine is really beautiful in this candle. I have had their, I think it's their Spanish gardenia candle. They sent that to me a few years ago. I absolutely love that candle. It is one of my favorite candles of all time. The scent of gardenia is really beautiful in that one, and it's the same. It has the little buds, you know, dried flowers on the top. As I mentioned, I haven't lit this one, so I can't really speak to the throw of the candle, but if it's anything like the gardenia one, it does have a beautiful throw. I think between the two, just kind of smelling it, because I can smell the fragrance through the top protector, I do think I prefer the gardenia, but I am really looking forward to experiencing this jasmine, and I think any of their candles would make for a beautiful holiday gift. Next product that I'm going to mention I think would also make a great gift. This is their Moroccan Mint Tea Silt Purifier. This is actually a body cleanser, and I am really, really loving this. It smells beautiful. It has peppermint, spearmint, and green tea in here, and I would say those three notes that I just mentioned are kind of the overarching scent profile in here. There's also Douglas fir, lavender, and then there's also bentonite clay, which gives it this really nice, very, very gentle, exfoliating, sort of purifying, clarifying property to this cleanser. It lathers up beautifully. Like I said, the scent is really gorgeous. It has just like a very kind of like luxury spa type of scent. I have really been enjoying this. So if you wanted to check something out from Red Flower, I highly recommend this. And then the last product they sent me is their Lymphatic Phytopower Sea Cleanser and Mask. And I had been wanting to try this for, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years. So when they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try some other products from them, this was definitely number one on my list. So this is 8 ounces, so I feel like it's a very substantial size, so it's going to last you for quite a while. I believe it's around $44. It has algae extract in it, chaga mushroom, there's Arctic white peat. It's going to really help increase the moisturization as well as decrease the inflammation in your skin. So of course, the longer you leave this on your skin, the more you're going to feel the benefits of these various ingredients. So when I do use it as a cleanser, I do tend to leave it on my face for at least a minute or two, so kind of like a flash mask. I also like putting it on my skin before I get into the shower, so leaving it on while I do just sort of like a rinse off shower in the morning. So that'll be more like 5 minutes or so, and then you emulsify it with water, and it just turns into this really gentle lather that just feels like I said, it's very gentle, but it feels like it's really cleansing the skin in a deep way. So I am really impressed with this. I really like it a lot. The scent is very subtle. I mean, it hardly has any kind of a scent at all. So if you like unscented skincare products, I would definitely check this one out. So I want to thank Red Flower so much for sending me this package. It was really lovely to receive, and thank you so much. So next up is a beautiful cream that I have been loving from La Maria. Just to give you a little bit of background regarding this brand, it was founded by Dr. Manuela Vasquez. She is an OBGYN. I believe she is based in Brazil, or originally from Brazil. She set out to create a skincare line and products for those of us who are over 30 or well over 30, because once you are over 30, the estrogen in your body and the estrogen in your skin does start to decrease. So this is a phytoestrogen infused face moisturizer. These estrogen mimicking plant compounds have been shown to stimulate collagen, hyaluronic acid, as well as elastin. I'm going to show you what this, well, let me show you the box again, just because it is so beautiful. The packaging is just really gorgeous. And then I'll show you the jar, which is also really lovely too. I just like this white glass jar with the lovely gold lettering on it. But the best part, of course, is this cream inside. And I am just so in love with it. I actually did an Instagram post on it if you want to check that out as well for a little bit more information. But here you can see the texture. And what I love about it is very creamy, and it's also very emollient. So I do like creams that soak in right away and are almost like a lotion more so than a cream. So they feel like a cream, but they sink in like a lotion and almost have a mattifying effect. I think those are nice during the day for me in the summertime, but I tend to be drawn to these types of creams that are a little bit more emollient, and you can kind of feel the oils on the top of your skin, which do eventually sink in, but maybe take just a little bit more time to sink in. That is actually my preference, because I kind of like that dewy feeling. And I also have to mention, because this scent is just so intoxicating and enveloping for me. It has this lovely light apricot scent, very delicate, but reminds me of osmanthus. So that's a big part of this experience for me as well, is this beautiful, beautiful scent. I do also want to mention that in here are olive oil unsaponifiables. If you watch my video review on the Boxwalla Beauty Box that was very recent that featured 12 Beauty, the brand 12 Beauty, there's an oil in there. I think it's like the New Frontier. I can never remember the name of the oil, but that too has the olive oil unsaponifiables. So I don't know if this is becoming a superstar ingredient that more brands are starting to use, but I find that this cream is similar in that 12 Beauty oil, and that it just feels really luxurious, super moisturizing, and I just love the feel of it on my skin. So overall, this cream has been a huge hit for me. I think it would also be fine if you are under 30 and you just like a really nice, creamy, emollient moisturizer. I also want to mention that La Maria makes a product that is specifically designed for vaginal dryness. For those of us who are in the menopausal time of life, I personally haven't really needed to use it because that is not one of my issues in terms of menopause. I more struggle with hot flashes. They tend to be very mild. And for me, acupuncture really does keep those at bay. So vaginal dryness really isn't a big concern for me, but I do think it is a lovely formulation. So if that is something that you have been wanting to check out, a serum that is created specifically for that concern, definitely do check out that product. Next, I'm going to move on to Aster Raine. This is a brand that is pretty local to me. The woman who owns this brand is in Hood River, and that is just about an hour drive east of Portland. So I'm really happy to support her and definitely amplify what she is doing, because her products are really lovely. She most recently sent me this. This is the Tripeptide Reverse Serum, and this serum is beautiful. Let me talk to you about the ingredients first, and then I'll show you what it looks like on my skin. This has peptides, obviously, because the name is tripeptide. It specifically has matrixyl 3000 in it. There's also coenzyme Q10, which is very high in vitamin E and vitamin C. There's beautiful ceramides in here, niacinamide, which you can't go wrong with niacinamide. evening primrose oil, oat oil. There's also vitamin C in here, and the form of vitamin C is sodium ascorbyl phosphate. And there's also astaxanthin in here, which is going to help decrease moisture loss. And it also helps decrease inflammation, specifically from UVB rays. There is also hyaluronic acid in here. Hyaluronic acid is not really an issue for me, but for those of you who are trying to avoid the number of products in your skincare routine that do have HA in it, just a heads up that this does have HA in it. And the texture is like a cross between a lotion and an oil-based emulsion type product. So for me, it is just right there in that pocket of a lightweight moisturizer that really hydrates and moisturizes the skin very, very well. So for me, I can do, cleanse my skin, put on a toner, put on this serum, and then I can apply my SPF, and that is all that I need for the day. So I find this to be very moisturizing, like I said, very hydrating, and I just love it. I think it's a fabulous product. I love that it has the ceramides, niacinamide, vitamin C, the peptides. I mean, what else do you want in a beautiful serum? It's just gorgeous. I also want to mention that this is a Black-owned brand, so if it has been a priority for you to support Black-owned brands, this is a beautiful company to support. And also from Aster Raine, I do love her cleanser, her foaming cleanser. I think it's like a microbiome protecting cleanser. Her mist is really beautiful. So just go check out her offerings because, like I said, this is a really lovely brand. So next up, I'm going to talk about a beautiful product from the brand Ojai Wild. You might be familiar with Ojai Wild because Jana, the creator of Ojai Wild, makes beautiful, beautiful 100% natural and organic perfumes. They're just really, really stunning. So this is her foray into skincare, and it is called the Virgin Bloom Yarrow Facial Oil. And I just want to point out how beautiful her boxes are. And you'll notice here it has this little lip, which makes the box really easy to open. And I really appreciate that because sometimes I do like to save the boxes. And so if I can open up a box without feeling like I'm going to destroy it, I really do appreciate that little touch. This is what the facial oil looks like. So, so beautiful. I just love this clear glass bottle and the white top. Really, really lovely. So what this is all about, this Virgin Bloom Yarrow Face Oil, is it is a pure plant, slow heat extraction, which is made in-house to elicit the full medicinal and fragrant profile of each bloom. And for Jana, the aromatherapy of this oil is just as important as the effects that it's going to have on your skin, like the actual skin benefits. So there is lavender in here, frankincense, lemon, bergamot, the non-photosensitizing type of bergamot. There's also rose, neroli, helichrysum, and then of course there's the yarrow in here. The scent is really, really beautiful. For those of you who are familiar with yarrow, you know that it has kind of a earthy, hay-like, almost sort of sour kind of smell. It's really hard to explain. So it's not necessarily the most pleasant on its own in terms of skincare, but with this beautiful blend, especially with the neroli, what it does is the yarrow scent transforms more into that sweet hay, wildflower, meadow on a warm summer day, that kind of a scent, with the neroli and the bergamot just creating a really beautiful, just like uplifting citrus type of scent profile. It's really, really beautiful, and I do really enjoy the scent a lot. It's fantastic. And what I've been really enjoying doing is mixing a couple of drops of this into one of my lotion emulsion type products, like the one from 12 or even the Aster Raine peptide serum that I just talked about. And then as far as the ingredient list goes, jojoba oil is the first ingredient, and then actually the yarrow extract is the second ingredient. So yarrow plays a very big role in this oil, and it is antimicrobial, and it's going to help balance your skin, especially in terms of it not creating too much oil. So if you have acneic skin, if you tend to have oily skin, this is going to be a really lovely oil for you to try because Jana describes it as a dry oil. So I think for me, that's probably why it works really well when I add it into a very emollient serum. And then also in here is grapeseed oil, and then all the beautiful essential oils that that I just mentioned. So if you like that aromatherapy type of experience in your facial oils, then I would recommend checking this out. It is absolutely beautiful, but if you do not like essential oils in your skincare, then this is probably not one for you to check out. But if you do, and you in general, you tend to like the Ojai Wild perfumes, then I do highly recommend checking this out. And then the last skincare item that I received in PR is the Earthwise Beauty 3 Roses Deep Sweet Rose Mist. I think I mentioned this, I can't remember when I mentioned this, but I think I have mentioned this already, but I just wanted to dive into it a little bit more. And it's called the 3 Roses Mist because it has 3 types of roses in it. There's 2 types of rose water, one made from Rose Damascena from Turkey and another Rose Damascena from Iran. And then there's also Woods Rose flower essence in here. So 3 roses. There's also aloe, colloidal silver, ferulic acid, and resveratrol. So this is not just a run-of-the-mill rose water. This obviously has beautiful humectants in it, antioxidants that you're going to be getting from the resveratrol. Because there is ferulic acid in here, I think that this would pair really well with a vitamin C serum because vitamin C and ferulic acid work really well together. I really enjoy using it. It has the most beautiful scent of rose, and the mist is really lovely. I think it took a while for them to dial in the exact formula so that it wouldn't be too thick because I think it was clogging up the spray component, but now that doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. If you did have that problem, definitely contact Earthwise Beauty and they will remedy the issue. But currently that is not an issue. Like I said, they have fixed that. So right now you get a beautiful fine mist as well as all the beautiful antioxidants in here. So if you are a fan of rose water, I definitely recommend checking this out. It is absolutely beautiful. And then last but not least, in terms of PR, is a mascara from BeautyCounter. Now, I had never tried anything from this brand before. This is the first time the brand has ever reached out to me to give something a try from their line. And this is their new mascara. It is called the Think Big Mascara. And I thought, yeah, why not? I'm always up for trying new mascaras. So I said yes. And this is supposed to give you full, long, lifted lashes, and it has nourishing and conditioning tripeptide technology. It is vegan, cruelty-free, and it is also EWG verified for those of you who like to look to the EWG for any guidance in your purchases. So this is a close-up of what the package looks like. It is very sleek, very beautiful, very weighty in the hand. I will show you what the wand looks like. And a big reason why I decided to go ahead and say yes to testing this out is because of the brush. Now, when you find formulas that are volumizing or mascaras that say they're volumizing, the brush tends to be really fat. And I do not like fat brushes. I don't know what it is, but I always screw up. First of all, I screw up the application, and then I tend to poke myself in the eye when it has a big fat brush. So I felt like this brush was on the skinny side for a volumizing mascara. And I do like that it is tapered on the end there. I find that that makes it a little bit easier to apply the mascara. Now I do have it on my eyelashes today. I can put on another coat just so that you can see. So hopefully you can get an idea of the effect that it gives. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I was really surprised. Like I said, I'd never tried anything from BeautyCounter before, and I didn't have any expectations either way, good or bad. I was just very neutral going into this experience of this mascara, and I really like it. I think it does a really nice job. I really do think that it does lengthen. It doesn't volumize in a really maximal, dramatic way like you might get from something like a Dior, Dior show, or like Monsieur Big, whatever that is from Lancome. But I do think that for my purposes, when I want to go a little bit bolder, this is a really great option for me to reach for. And I haven't had any issues in terms of having difficulty with it rinsing off, washing off with my usual skincare routine. So I really like it. I give it a thumbs up. And if you are looking for a mascara that is going to be a little bit bolder than maybe your everyday everyday natural looking type of mascara, I do recommend it. So that does it for the PR that I was sent. I really want to say thank you so much to all the brands for sending these my way. BeautyCounter, Ojai Wild, Earthwise Beauty, La Maria, Red Flower, and Aster Raine. Thank you so much. And just to be clear, this video was not sponsored by any of these brands. They did send them to me, but this is not a sponsored video. Just to be clear, I've never done a sponsored video, but I did want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all these brands for sending these to me. And now let's go ahead and move into what I purchased from Beauty Heroes. So as you guys might know, Beauty Heroes had their annual 20% off sale. So I figured that would be a really good time to try this product from Bathing Culture. This is their Mind and Body Wash. I have had this on my radar for a while now. I think Beauty Heroes featured this brand in a relatively recent box that they did. I actually don't get the Beauty Heroes boxes, but I do keep an eye on what they're doing, and I know that these were sent out to their subscribers, and it seemed like it got rave reviews pretty much across the board. So I wanted to give it a try because I'm always on the hunt for a new body wash, and I am really impressed with this. First of all, the scent is beautiful. It has like a very lovely, earthy, piney forest scent. So I love that coniferous type of smell, especially when it comes to body products. And I really love the texture of it. It's kind of on the thin side, which actually makes it really easy to disperse on your body, whether you use your hands or a sponge or a washcloth or whatever. But even though it is on the thin side, it lathers up so beautifully. It has just lovely suds, very silky, very luxurious. I just love it, and I will definitely be getting this again for sure. And then the next thing I got from the Beauty Heroes sale is from Free and True. This is the Body Profit. This is their all over creamy serum. I love body serums. I love that hybrid between like an oil and a lotion, cream. So I really wanted to give this a try. I love this packaging. It's very substantial. The pump is really, really nice. So let me just show you what the product looks like. It's not a truly watery, oily serum. It does come out like a lotion, but it does have kind of that oily slip to it. So it kind of just feels like that blend that I tend to do, which is a pump of a lightweight body lotion and then like a pump of a body oil. And I really do love this texture. It's perfect. It's exactly what I like and what I want when I'm getting out of the shower, out of the bathtub. The only thing is, I'm not totally in love with the scent. I don't hate it, but I don't really love it either. The essential oils in here are bergamot, orange oil, geranium, and ylang ylang, which kind of on paper sounds like something I would really like, but there's something about it that kind of reads as like a baby product, like a baby powder. I haven't completely written it off. It's not a deal breaker for me, but what I have been doing actually is mixing it with a more forest piney scent body oil that I have from Infiore. I think it's their Fermante oil that has a very rich pine scent to it. So I've been mixing it with that to kind of tone down, I don't know what it is, sort of that, it's like a weird combination of powder and orange. I can't quite figure it out. So I'm not truly in love with the scent. I maybe will grow to love it. That's definitely happened with me before. But what would make me so happy is if they came out with another Body Profit that had a different scent profile, that maybe was a little bit more earthy, that maybe leaned woodsy, like with cedar or sandalwood, or maybe something more coniferous like a fir or something like that. But anyway, I do really love the texture. I think it's a beautiful product. I'm just not completely sold on the scent. So I would be really curious to hear what those of you think in the comment section down below, what you guys think of the scent of this. Staying on the theme of scent and Free and True, I do want to talk about another product that I purchased. This is their Midnight Milk PM Balm Cleanser. Now, this is one that I already had, and as you can see, I am almost out of it, so this will make an appearance most likely in my next empties video. But I did purchase a brand new one, which is in this box. I did purchase this new one from the Beauty Heroes sale because I am in love with this cleansing balm. And the reason why I'm so crazy for it is, can you guess what it smells like? It smells like jasmine sambac, and it is stunning. I love the scent of this product. It also has beautiful ingredients in it. There's jojoba oil, camellia seed oil, mango seed butter, calendula extract, chamomile, comfrey. So it is just a beautiful roster of ingredients, and I am just completely sold on this balm. I absolutely love it. It does emulsify off with water, which I personally enjoy. I like both types of cleansing. I like oil products and balms that emulsify. I like the ones that you have to use with the cloth method. Just kind of depends upon what I want from my cleanser at that moment in time and what kind of mood I'm in. I love using this as a flash mask cleanser in the shower. So what I'll do, like I mentioned so many times before, is apply it to my skin before I get in the shower, do my rinse off, cleansing, shaving, whatever. And then of course I use the shower water to kind of create a nice little lather and then emulsify everything and rinse it off with that water. So it is a beautiful experience. If you love jasmine sambac, if you love cleansing balms, I highly recommend the Free and True. And this too is also a Black owned brand. So like I mentioned before, if you're wanting to support Black owned brands in particular, that is a great one to check out. So now let's go ahead and move on to what I got at Credo. I did get several little, what do you call them, like point redemption gifts from Credo. They tend to have really great gifts. So I did get the Kir Weiss, what is it, the Beautiful oil. I got, let's see, what is the Maison Louis Marie No. 4 Bois de Balmont perfume oil. That was kind of a mouthful, but I will link it below. So that you can see exactly what I got. And then I got a Weleda Skin Food Lip Butter. In terms of impressions that I have so far on these, the Kir Weiss, I've used it one time. I think I added it into the 12 Beauty Emulsion. I liked it. It was really nice. I don't know as if I would purchase a full size in the future. I'll have to wait and see how I feel, but I do love having this as a travel size oil. Very convenient. The Maison Louis Marie perfume is really beautiful. It has a very overarching scent of cedar and woods, which I love. So this might appear in a future perfume review video. And then the Weleda Skin Food, I'm kind of on the fence about this. This is their, like I mentioned, this is their lip, what is it called? Their lip butter. And it's nice enough, but I feel like possibly it makes my lips actually feel drier after about an hour or two. So I'll give you my final thoughts on this probably in an empties video, but right now I'm not enjoying this as much as my other lip balms that I have in my arsenal. So moving on to the full-size products that I got. The first one is from Tower 28. This is their SOS Save Our Skin Spray. Now this only has 3 ingredients. There's water, sodium chloride, and hypochlorous acid. Tower 28 obviously has been on everyone's radar for a while, but specifically for me, I got intrigued by them after I listened to Fat Mascara podcast. I don't know if you are familiar with that podcast. It's one of my favorite beauty podcasts, and they interviewed the founder of Tower 28, and she's just a really amazing woman. I loved her story. I loved learning about just her, you know, the story not only of her life, but also of her creating this brand. And I knew that she had had this mist with the hypochlorous acid, which I have used in the past. I've just never talked about it. I got it as a sample after I got a facial treatment, and I used the hypochlorous acid to help decrease any bacteria, because it helps decrease bad bacteria as well as decrease redness. So a lot of times after, you know, facial treatments, hypochlorous acid will be recommended. And I actually really liked the effect of it, so I decided to go ahead and get a full bottle. And I haven't been using it for very long, obviously, because I just got it like a few days ago. But I haven't had any negative effects to it. And I do actually feel like it's helped with these blemishes that I've talked about before. I get these very small little blemishes, I think mostly from wearing a mask, but it is something that has been recurring, I don't know, over the last 10, 15 years. And so I just wanted to see if maybe this would help decrease them. You can't see them. I really think that it's only something that I actually notice, but I do feel like it's taken it down a little bit. And then I also got it for my son as well. He's a teenager. He does have some acne, and I think that this will be a very easy product for him to use, since, like I said, it is good for acneic skin because it helps decrease the negative bacteria that you don't want on your skin. And then also from Tower 28, I really wanted to try their Sunny Days Non-Nano Zinc SPF. I do think, yeah, it's SPF 30. And I got the color Ocean Park, and this is for medium to warm skin tones. They don't have a light to medium color. They just had either light for warm tones or medium for warm tones. So I kind of took a gamble and decided to go for the medium, and it's totally fine. It works really well for my skin tone. I actually have it on my face today. I really do feel like it's a very good match for my skin. Since it is kind of a tinted moisturizer type product, it is a little bit more forgiving. It doesn't have to be an exact color match. So I don't think it's too risky to purchase this online. I'll give you a little idea of the texture of it. So you can see it has a very glowy, dewy finish. And it kind of feels like a cross between a tinted moisturizer and a serum foundation. Really beautiful finish. I like the skin finish that it gives. Very dewy, very glowy, but not over the top at all. Really easy to use. So I'm really pleased with this product. I'm really glad that I got it. I think if you have oily skin, it might be a little bit too dewy for you. But if you feel like your skin is in good balance or it tends to lean a little bit dry, this would be a lovely texture for you. I think if you have oilier skin, it still might work out for you, but you might want to use a finishing powder over the top of it. And then another product that I had been super curious about ever since it got released is the Pai Impossible Glow. And Pai, as you know, is a skincare line, and I do believe this is their first foray into any kind of like color products, makeup type products. And what this is a bronzer type product that you can use underneath foundation. You can mix it in your moisturizer. You can also use it over top, just like a highlighting bronzer type of product. It reminds me a lot of the Dr. Hauschka Bronzing Concentrate, which I have had in the past, but I never really jived with it because there was just something about the texture and the scent that just didn't work for me. I can't remember, it's been years since I've had it, so I can't really speak to that product anymore, but it just didn't completely work out for me. So I really wanted to give the Pai one a try to see if that would be kind of a nice dupe for that Dr. Hauschka product, and it definitely is. What I did today is I put a drop of it in my moisturizer, so I did my typical skincare, and then I took my moisturizer, put just one drop of it, mixed it in, and it gave this really lovely bronzy tint to the skin without it being over the top, and a really lovely glow. And I feel like I probably could have just stopped there, like if I just wanted to go to the grocery store or if I didn't want to put on makeup before going to work. It's kind of that like Your Skin But Better, like no makeup kind of look. Just adding a little drop of this into your moisturizer really gave a beautiful look. But because I was filming today and I also wanted to show you what the Tower 28 Sunny Days tinted sunscreen looked like, I did go ahead and put that over top of it. And then what I did is I took a little bit of this onto the back of my hand, tapped my finger, and then just put a little bit on my cheekbones and just on the bridge of my nose. So kind of that highlighty effect right here that you can see is from the Pai, and I really think it's beautiful. I think it's subtle enough. I don't like glitter. I don't like to see bits of sparkle. I don't like the really icy sort of sheeny look that you can get from highlighters and even some bronzers. So I feel like this is just a really good fit for me and what my needs are and what I like from bronzers slash highlighters. Again, as I've mentioned many times, my skin tone is light to medium, olive tone skin, so this works really well for me. I don't know how it would be for those of you who have really, really pale skin, really fair skin, or those of you with darker tones, how it would look on your skin tones. So if your skin tone is different from mine and you have tried the Pai, please do let us know down below what your experience has been, because that is really helpful. In fact, I did have somebody who has much deeper skin than me, and she was talking about the Josie Maran body SPF that I personally really like, that works really well for me. And she did mention that it does have quite a bit of a white cast on her skin tone. So it just really helps the community if you guys do chime in with your personal experience, if you do have different skin tone than I do, and I'm sure that many of you out there do. But as far as my experience goes, I am really loving the Impossible Glow from from Pi. I think it's a beautiful product, and I don't think I'm gonna have to repurchase it anytime soon because it'll probably take me my lifetime to get through this, but I do feel like I would repurchase it if I did actually finish it. So last but not least, I'm going to talk about a product that qualifies actually as both PR and is a part of my Credo haul. So a while back, a Body Suisse sent me this Nanda shampoo bar. I absolutely loved it, and so I went ahead and bought a backup in the Credo sale because it is quite expensive. I do believe that this shampoo bar is $28, so it is on the spendy side, so that's why I decided to take advantage of the Credo sale and just go ahead and get a backup. And a Body Suisse did send me 2 of their shampoo bars. They sent me the Nanda, which is the detox bar, and then I can't remember the name of the other one. It smells of lemongrass, and I think it's more of their moisturizing reparative shampoo bar. And that is the one that I would have been drawn to and would have thought that I would have favored, but I actually didn't like that one so much. I can't remember exactly why. I just don't think maybe it lathered up as well, and I don't feel like it conditioned my hair as much. The Nanda, surprisingly, because it's called their detox shampoo bar, first of all, it smells amazing. It smells kind of like gardenia, which I love, but it lathers up really well, and then I feel like it leaves my hair feeling very silky, decreases the frizz, but it also gives it some volume. So it's right there in that happy, like Goldilocks spot for me that is just really, really perfect. So I love this this Body Suisse shampoo bar. I did also get their shampoo and conditioner in a Boxwalla beauty box. And while I absolutely loved the effect that the shampoo and the conditioner had on my hair, for some reason, the smell, well, first of all, my husband actually didn't like the scent. So that was sort of a deal breaker because he would smell my hair and he would just say, I really don't like how your hair smells. And for me, I do have to admit, the scent of their bottled shampoo and conditioner was a little bit strong for me. So I am just thrilled to say that this scent of the Nanda is gorgeous. I love it. And so far, my husband has not made any mention of how my hair smells after I have used this. So I am going to take that as a win. So guys, that does it. That is it for my PR that I have received over the last few months, as well as what I purchased from the Credo and Beauty Heroes sales. Let me know down below what you picked up from the sales, if you ended up getting anything. And if you have any video requests that you'd like me to do in the future, please do let me know. That is always super helpful. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.